So I've known Joel since I was like 10 or 12 years old. Been friends for half our lives.
We quickly became close because we were very involved in school, whether it was student government or athletics or extracurricular activities.
I transferred to Conrad for my 8th grade year, and that's where I met Joel and Demetrius, because they had been going to Conrad since 6th grade, and it was really, really cool because we bonded over, a like-minded, vision to want to make the world a better place. Granted, we were 12, 13 years old at the time.
We formed a friendship that has lasted into high school and even into college now.
I was in a class with Joel Amin, and we were, going bouncing from ideas to ideas about how to start a business.
People always preach about if you're going to be an entrepreneur, do it so that you're solving a problem.
Joel said, hey, my dad bought this vacant house, and he fixed it up, renovated it. Now he leases it out to a community organization called Horizon House that works with individuals, families, and veterans that are unfortunately experiencing homelessness due to mental illness, physical disability, substance abuse, among other things. And that kind of struck a bell with us. We said, wait a minute, how many vacant properties are there in Wilmington? And there's 1,650, around 1,700, that's the number. Then we took a look at the demand. Wait, how many more people could use this type of housing?
There's a very large amount of individuals who need housing. I believe it's like 7,500 individuals that we're estimating still need housing. So we really want to house as many of those people as possible. And with this business model, we realized we're solving so many problems. It was like we sort of had to take it on.
So we wanted to open up WilmInvest primarily because of our history in Wilmington, Delaware. I mean, since middle school, we've been coming here, working, doing community service.
In the next 5 years, we're hoping to house at least 300 people. That's our long-term goal. So that'd be really powerful.
So we definitely would not have been able to start WilmInvest without the help of Horn Entrepreneurship. I would say that was the primary engine that has, kept us going by providing us resources.
And they were real with us because, Horn has taught me that if you want to make any sort of change in the world, any sort of difference, you have to look at the world as it is and not lie to yourself about it. Because that's why 90% of all startups fail, because they don't go out and, engage their customers, the people that they think will be their customers.
There's definitely a learning curve of, getting into business, from the formal things such as setting up your LLC and tax paperwork, all the way to things such as getting engaged in, local politics.
Honestly, every single thing about the entrepreneurial experience is quite difficult.
It's a little bit tough to convince someone here, give us a large sum of money to invest in real estate, but we've never done it before.
But we have the time and we have the motivation. So if we are given the proper resources and the proper connections, we feel as though we can take on any social issue, no matter how big or how small.
We've been engaging the government, community organizations, the private sector, so that ultimately we've been bringing them together, and that means we have to form public-private partnerships. And so that has, also strengthened our credibility going along the way. That says it's not just WilmInvest, an entity that's going into this. You were partnering with a whole bunch of other people to make sure that our mission of fixing blight happens.
And that's one of the most important things we want the community to realize as well. All partner organizations that we work with will be aligned with the WilmInvest mission, in that we're local, we're invested in Wilmington, we're going to continue investing in Wilmington, and that's what's been so great about working with individuals from the Wilmington community in the real estate field.
So I really think we can revitalize communities at a ground level. Block by block, people can see tangible results. If the three of us didn't have pretty substantial networks in the community, this just frankly wouldn't be possible. That's the main thing we're leveraging, and that's the main thing that makes this a possibility.
What I hope comes from WilmInvest is, in general, there's more demand to live in Wilmington in general. Right now, it's hard to convince, a family, young people, to actually buy a home themselves in Wilmington. I want to change that.
If you're passionate about something, if you really, really want to make a change in the world, I have in my room, I have this poster, or this, that's not a poster, yeah, a poster that says, we create our own future by acting today as we wish tomorrow to be. And I see that every day, and it reminds me that, I want to make the world, Wilmington, Delaware, a better place. I have to wake up every day and remember that and do something about it every day. And it's not just me, it's you and everybody else around us. And if we all do our part, then we we have no limits as to what we can make Wilmington.
We have contractors, we have tools, we have trucks, we have equipment ready to deploy into these houses. And we're just looking for that opportunity to take our skills and help the city in the way that we know how, and that's construction. Housing is one thing that is common among people in all age ranges, all races, and everything. So that's our biggest goal, is affecting not just one specific group, but all people across the city of Wilmington. Knowing that we're doing a little bit, of our share, to help individuals in need is a fantastic feeling. And, I want to share that to as many people as possible.